Welcome to luxury living on one of the quietest cul-de-sacs in Lorne Park, a quaint tree-lined neighbourhood filled with historic charm and a unique blend of mansions, custom builds and cottage-style homes just like this one. Today's tour is going to be quite exciting. The home is very well thought out and it's all about resort style living with its 5-star amenities. But before we get the tour underway, before I show you any more, I do want to stop for a second and thank Paul Rzadkowski and Derek Reber of Showcase Realty Mississauga for inviting us to tour their listing. So once you've seen the property tour and you have any questions on the property, you want to come check it out for yourself, be sure to reach out to them and their contact info is in the description. Now, back to where we were, which is the exterior of the property, of course. You've got an asphalt driveway with stone soldier courses that run up to meet a stone facade, giving the home that character, that structure. You've got a pitched gable metal roof that enhances vertical stature. And then if you look closely, you'll notice subtle architectural accents that add that historic charm, like the keystone design above the doors and windows, the Juliet balcony with its wrought iron railings, and the reclaimed wood and timber posts that adorn the portico. So all these elements, all these design elements create warmth, they're rustic, they have great curb appeal, of course. But the home is not just about the old. It also has new features that we all appreciate in a home, whether it's the modern day security and safety features of a 9-zone security camera system or an 8-zone sprinkler system. I mean, there's so much more to cover inside, but in essence, it's really a perfect marriage of old and new. So with the exterior covered, let's head on inside. The journey to the interior begins with this mahogany entry door. Now, it's something pictures can't convey, but you can tell it's made really well by the weight of it. It's super solid. It creates a great first impression walking in. As for the foyer, it carries that theme of old and new that we mentioned outside with the exterior. So you've got the rustic elements of the exposed brick archways on either side. This just makes you feel like you've stepped into a Tuscan villa. You've got the reclaimed wood accents that create warmth, but then you've got new design elements like the large format porcelain tiles. And then when you combine this with a double height ceiling that makes the space feel bright and airy, it's really an inviting foyer. Now from here, you can either make your way into the living room, the great room, but where we're going to next is the dining room. So the dining room, it's warm, it's intimate, you've got engineered hardwood floors, you've got 10-foot ceilings that are coffered that enhance vertical depth. Again, on this side, you've got the exposed brick archways that kind of make you feel like you're stepping into a wine cellar dining experience. And then on this side, you've got a window with the transom feature. This not only lets in a lot of natural light, but also offers beautiful views of the green space outside. What you'll also notice is a built-in speaker system. This is actually throughout the home. The home itself is a fully integrated smart home. So you have control to individually manage different zones in the home to your liking. Now, the home itself is very well thought out. The dining room actually connects to the kitchen through this servery area. So in the servery, you've got additional counter and storage space, you've got glass display cabinets, and of course a wine cooler fridge. So now let's go see the kitchen. The kitchen is quite spacious. As you've probably noticed, the home's layout is transitional, unlike a modern home where it's open plan and all the rooms and spaces blend together. So in a transitional setting, each room is essentially its own entity, and it's convenient because it allows for privacy, it minimizes sound travel, but there's still thoughtful flow and connectivity between all the rooms and spaces. Now, each room room will have a ton of windows, so lots of natural light coming in, making the space feel very bright and airy. But the kitchen itself is what I want to talk about. So it's anchored by this 5x9 center island with a breakfast bar. You've got marble countertops set against a brick backsplash, very warm and rustic elements. As for the appliances, they're commercial grade appliances. So you've got a 48-inch gas range with 6 burners and 2 ovens. Over here, you've got a 48-inch commercial style glass door fridge with a freezer and 2 drawers. And then a few other cool features that are not that visible, but very functional. You've got your toe kick activated vac, your carburetor, and a touch faucet, which you don't see very often. Over this way is where you'll find your breakfast nook. It's warm, it's cozy, you've got a brick accent wall, and this is also where you'll find your pantry along with a built-in microwave. So very convenient when you want to take a moment to grab a meal and have a little bit of a sit down. Grab the food from the fridge, take it over to the microwave, heat it up, and you've got your little breakfast nook to enjoy. Over this way, you've got double door access to a deck. Now the deck itself is massive. It's almost 1,000 square feet, and I'm going to show it to you, but first let's go have a look at the mudroom and laundry room, which is behind this swinging door. The mudroom provides access to a 2-car garage that's behind this door. So it's insulated and it has height clearance for a car lift. Over here you've got a hall tree with storage and a bench to help keep you organized. There's a dog wash station, very convenient, especially given that the entrance to the mudroom is right over here. So after you've taken your dog for a walk, you can bring them back in, give them a wash before letting them loose in the home. Over this way, you've got the laundry room. So Caesar stone countertops, oversized washer and dryer, and something that you don't see very often, a large window. Lots of natural light. This is something that you don't see very often in laundry rooms because they're usually tucked away in the dark corners of the home, and it kind of makes laundry a bit of a daunting task, but not in this case. Now, as promised, let's go check out the outdoor deck. So here we are in the outdoor space. As previously mentioned, it's a massive deck, almost 1,000 square feet. You've got a large pergola to keep you shaded. It's fully tiled. You've got an outdoor speaker system, perfect for hosting and entertaining. This space is really all about bringing people together, but the highlight is really this fully outfitted outdoor kitchen. So you've got granite countertops, a barbecue, a fridge, burners, and a sink with running water. So as you spend time out here, you really come to notice how beautiful your surroundings are. You're essentially surrounded by greenery, it's quiet, it's serene, and you're essentially one with nature. And then there's the great room. As you can see, it overlooks the deck. It's got lots of windows, so it allows for natural light to flow and bounce around in here as well. Over here, you've got a wood-burning fireplace with a floor-to-ceiling stone surround. And on either side, you've got reclaimed barnboard accent walls for that rustic touch. Of course, your wall-mounted TV will keep you entertained and essentially bring people together. So in a way, this room is literally and figuratively in the center of the home. It's the place where people come together to relax, unwind, share experiences, but it also offers connectivity to all the other rooms in the home as well. That leaves the living room. The living room offers the perfect space to lounge around or maybe, have some quiet time, perhaps read a book. You've got a floor-to-ceiling exposed brick feature wall, a double-height vaulted ceiling with exposed beams. There's a lot of character in this room. Again, you've got 2 windows with the transom feature for lots of natural light. And then the space itself faces a piano staircase with oak treads and frameless glass railings. That pretty much covers the main floor, which means it's time to head upstairs. So, second floor, it has 13-foot vaulted ceilings, which is unusually high and feels very grand. You've got 2 bedrooms in addition to the primary on this floor, each with its own walk-in closet and ensuite bathroom. Rustic design elements in each room include accent walls, some are stone, some are brick, some are reclaimed barn board, and in one of the rooms you'll find a Juliet balcony, which I had pointed out earlier in the tour. The primary is warm, it's intimate, it really draws you in with all the rustic design elements carried through in here as well. So you've got your brick accent wall, you've got the vaulted ceiling, you've got the exposed beams, and a very intricate light fixture in the middle. It's very inviting, very warm. It draws you in as a place that you want to spend time in and relax. Now, through this double door barn entry, you've got a huge walk-in closet. Again, you've got vaulted ceiling, a center island with Caesar stone countertop, a bench, a window for lots of natural light, and full height storage solutions that take advantage of the high ceilings. As we make our way through this door, this is where you'll find the ensuite. So you've got heated porcelain floors, a standalone soaker tub. Again, you've got the exposed brick accent wall. You've got his and hers vanities. In the middle, you've got a makeup vanity. And then you've got a glass enclosed rainfall shower with a bench. Very intimate setting, very soothing, so to speak. And that pretty much covers the second floor. So let's go check out the lower level. The lower level is an entertainer's dream. It has everything that you could possibly want down here. But before we cover the fun stuff, let's cover some of the basics. So through this way is your home office. It has a brick accent wall. You've got a window for natural light, and it's about 10 by 10, so it can be easily repurposed into another bedroom if that's what you so choose. Through this way, you've got a 4-piece ensuite. So it comes with heated floors, an oversized glass enclosed shower with pebble stone, and a cedar sauna. Now for the fun stuff. It's all about this recreation space. In here, you've got 9-foot coffered ceilings, which is quite high for a low level, so you feel comfortable. It's not restrictive in any way. On one side, you've got a wood-burning fireplace with a floor-to-ceiling stone surround, windows on either side let in a lot of natural light. Then as we make our way along, you've got a brick accent wall with oversized windows that actually look onto your indoor pool. So we'll get to the indoor pool later in the tour in a few minutes, but for now we'll continue on. As you can see, this is your games area. You've got a regulation size pool table. The space is quite generous, so you can really fit more games and entertainment. It really depends on what you choose to do with the space. But at some point you're going to need a drink, so this wet bar has everything you could possibly need for that. It's fully outfitted with a beverage fridge, a dishwasher, a sink. These are Caesar stone countertops. You've got custom reclaimed wood shelves set against a brick wall. Then you've got this custom wood bar / tasting table. And not too far from the wet bar, as a good viewpoint, is this climate-controlled wine cellar. It's got a glass enclosure and a brick lining for display purposes. It can easily fit a couple hundred bottles, so it's quite generous in size. Over here you've got another seating area. It's very reminiscent of what I would call a whiskey cigar lounge, especially with the dark studded leather seats, the barrel table, the reclaimed barnwood walls, the accent wall, the humidor, and of course this awesome vintage light fixture. It's got what appears to be a bicycle tire, which is quite interesting. Now through this double glass door entry is the final room that I want to show you before we cover the indoor pool. So as you make your way inside, this is obviously where you burn those calories after all that eating and drinking. You've got a mirror wall, you've got brick walls, a wall-mounted TV, and then obviously to soothe your aching muscles, this is the cherry on top. You've got a hot tub which has a humidity controlled exhaust fan for for ventilation, so no need to worry about moisture here. Now finally, the indoor pool. It's a 18 by 36 foot concrete pool that's over 9 feet deep. It has a standalone HVAC unit for ventilation. You have a diving board on one end, there's a sound system, and it also is set against a 50-foot stone wall backdrop. So that's pretty much the lower level. Everything you can possibly dream of is in this space to eat, drink, exercise, play. It really is an entertainer's dream. That's it for the tour. 7,300 square feet of resort-style living with its 5-star amenities, including a pool, hot tub, sauna, gym, rec space, wet bar, wine cellar, cigar lounge, and so much more. In the heart of prestigious Lorne Park, now for sale for $4.95 million. Contact listing salesperson Paul Rzadkowski to get your hands on this home before it's gone. Don't forget to sign up for a membership on the channel for behind-the-scenes exclusive content. Follow me on socials and check out my Amazon store for must-have household items. And on that note, I'll see you in the next one.